Hello everyone, this is Chaff Commander Coffee back with my next episode in my tutorial cross-introduction series for Zero AD Empires Ascendant. Today I will be playing against the very hardest AI in a 1v1 just to showcase some of the mechanics and what really sets Zero AD apart from other RTSs. I don't want to spend too much time in the main menu screen, but I will quickly go over a few pointers. I will try to commentate as best I can as I'm playing, because I'm going to have to get used to that when I move to Twitch streaming some of my live games in the multiplayer of Zero AD. But really, I'm going to focus on actually winning the game. I'm very interested to see how they've improved the AI in this current alpha and see how they really perform at their hardest difficulty. Maybe give you guys an idea of, if you're not interested in the multiplayer, then you will be playing against the AI, so there you go, give you an idea of the toughest guys you could be up against. So, let's go into the single player. Let's just make sure the AI is set to very hard. Which means they will gain 60% more resources. And I'm going to leave these settings, are they more or less the settings you would expect for a 1v1 standard game. Mainland, again, very common map type, as I said in my previous video. 2 players, small map size, low resources, 250 population, and the conquest victory condition. I will be playing as a random civilization. My next episodes in this series will be covering each civilization individually to talk about some of their strategies and how they are really the variety between them. Even within certain culture groups, they have very different play styles based on their rosters, their unique technologies, and their heroes. Various different things you can do with them. As well in this, as I said, I'll try and cover the best, best. Yeah, some of them are the best mechanics I've seen in an RTS in a while. But really what the different mechanics are compared to Age of Empires, other RTSs of that genre, or that style. Right, let's not waste too much time and get straight into it. Now, my build order and my gameplay is probably going to be a bit rusty, but I'll try to do as best I can whilst explaining what's going on. And we're going to start the game as the Malians, which is pretty interesting. I really like the Malians. I think they're one of the better teams in Zero AD. Let's get our worker elephant to come over here. As I said, I won't be explaining the mechanics of the different teams until I get into my other videos, so don't expect a full overview of how each different team works. I will more or less be focusing on the core aspects of what sets Zero AD apart from standard RTSs. So the first thing I want to talk about is really the economy. Your economy is a lot different to other RTSs because your workforce, your standard workforce, is made of, well, you've got your basic villager type people, your women. They cost 50 food, they don't fight, they're pretty much your standard villagers in Age of Empires. Unlike Age of Empires, though, your women, or your standard villagers, they provide a aura which gives a bonus to the work rate of nearby units, the nearby male units. And your men are your fighters, your soldiers, but as well as being soldiers, they can also gather resources, which is pretty cool. I really like it as a mechanic. It means there's a lot more diversity in how you really play your game. Because your economy can fight, there is a massive emphasis on when to really commit to a battle and when to focus on building your economy up. because the more men you commit to a fight, the less men you have gathering those important resources you'll need to expand your empire. Right, I think I'm more or less on time right here. As I said, I will be a little rusty. I'll try not make too many mistakes. I should still be on form, more or less. But I will be prone to getting a couple of things wrong with build orders and such. But not to worry, that will all get ironed out the more games I play. Particularly in the multiplayer. Right, let's get a farm up. So we have a constant supply of food. One of the things should probably get another worker elephant. Yeah, let's do that. Let's send... I don't want to send them over there so much. We are going to need to get at least one storehouse up, so we'll build that over there. Right, we'll just get these women to do that. Right, so the early game, the thing you really want to be focusing on, of course, is building up your economy. Which includes gathering the 4 main resources in 0 AD, which is wood, food, stone, and metal. Your basic units require a mix of food and wood. Your more advanced units will cost a significant amount of metal, as well as other resources of that nature. I'm going to get a few more cavalry here, I think. I have 11 women here, that's just because of their resources there. And get them to build a couple of farm bombs. And let's get a few more houses up, and use our very helpful elephant to build some houses for us. Yeah. One of the cool things about the Malians. Our cab and make sure they're actually working on gathering those wild zebra. Right, once that's done, we're going to need to get some kind of farmstead up so we can actually carry on cutting the wood. Right, and let's just split up some of these units so they're actually gathering from multiple different trees as opposed to just the same tree. Right. Yep, much the same as you'll see in Age of Empires, the early game. Again, really just expanding your economy. The age ups work a little differently, not too differently. The main differences are your first age up requires a mix of food and wood, and your second age up requires stone and metal. There are only 2 ages you need to advance through, and they are all in the same era. Well, because this is 0 AD, it's all set in the ancient era. So there's not too much to consider in terms of technological differences. It's not like you get access to gunpowder or anything like that. But aging up is still an integral part of the game. Now, what I also want to be doing is I would like to get a barracks up fairly soon. Right, these, once you've gathered from there, you can deposit there and go over there. And I'll need to use those cavalry to do a bit of scouting. When can I get... let's get a few more houses over here. Let's move our very helpful elephant. In fact, you can build this house, and move there. Right, got our units coming in. Right, we've got our 3 cavalry. I'll just put them on a basic scouting option. Maybe find out who our opponent will be for today. Get a few units over here. I'd like to get a barracks going. Now, my female villagers cannot build military buildings, whereas my male villagers can. Very important distinction between the two is the type of things they can build. However, I can get my nice little helpful elephant to build those instead, which is absolutely wonderful. really like that of the Malians. It's a really nice ability that the Malians have. Those really helpful worker elephants. As I said, I won't go too much into the different mechanics for the different teams because I'm saving that for the next video. But it's a nice little thing to note whilst we are playing as the Malians. The next thing that's probably, maybe not readily apparent, but the next thing that will become apparent is this blue ring around my base, as you can see. That is my zone of control. I cannot build buildings outside my zone of control. As I age up, my zone of control will increase, so I can build further afield, or when I build buildings on my border. This barracks, for example, will increase my zone of control further out. I really like this mechanic because it means that rush strategies require you to first age up so you can build town centres. You have to be able to age up to get town centres. And really, it adds another layer of emphasis. Get my words mixed up. Another layer of emphasis on how you really want to approach your opponent. Do you want to be really aggressive and expand quite quickly next to them? Or are you quite happy to build up and, you know, attack them at a later time? Ooh, let's just make sure I'm training units from this new barracks as well. Wouldn't want to idle my guys too much. We'll get some more miners. Oh, are we being attacked already? Oh dear, wow. I wasn't expecting the AI to be quite that aggressive. Right, let's bring these workers over there. Gather up our men where possible. Let's get you to go there. And you can now start working on berries. It looks like it looks like we're against, is this Rome? Eques Romanus, yeah, we're against Rome, and Rome is loving its cav rush. Right, well they didn't kill my very helpful elephant, so we should be fine there. Which is good. Although they are trying to capture my houses, which is really not very nice. So let's grab our military together. I wasn't expecting the AI to attack this quickly. Wow, Rome really has got its rush strategy down to a T. Let's just take a couple of put them on stone. I would like to get another house up actually. But, we did have some of our houses knocked down by the Romans, which is a bit of a pain. But we should be able to beat them off. There's only a small attack here, and the Malians do have pretty good archers. So we should be able to beat off these few Roman invaders. Yep. Looks like we're dealing with them just fine. Let's make sure we don't house ourselves whilst we have to deal with this little attack. Can we get enough wood for that, please? That would be what's my elephant doing over there? Right, some more miners. Yeah, okay. We dealt with the Romans without too many issues, which is good. Right, let's get them over there. So, can we get some more? Get another spearman. Need to get our wood coming in again because we did halt our expansion a little bit there with that attack. Yeah, wasn't expecting the AI to be so aggressive. Wow, I really like that. That is something I was not expecting. Hopefully that has crippled their economy a little bit. See, this is an important thing to note. Because I beat their early attack off and they didn't deal too much damage to my economy, they are now going to be a lot weaker themselves. They are not going to have as many men in the field working. As I said, the economy, you really have to consider when is the best time to attack and when is the best time to defend. It's not as simple as, oh, I have a large army, let's just go swing at my opponent with everything that I've got. Because at the end of the day, if you swing and you lose, then you just lost a huge portion of your income. It's a really big consideration you have to make. Let's just click the age up. Yep. So 10 minutes in, getting my age up. That's not too bad. Probably could get it a bit sooner, but I wasn't expecting that attack. That really threw me off there. But not to worry. In fact, what's thrown me off more is the fact that I'm housed. They did knock a couple of my houses down, so please excuse me for getting housed this early on in the game. That's still a poor form of me. Let's get our really helpful elephant to build some houses for us while we cut wood. Yep, we reached the town phase. Okay, let's get some more men to go mining. Let's get a nice mix of spearmen and archers. I really like the Marion unit roster. As you can see, our border's expanded, so we can now gather resources from further afield. Bit sparse on wood, this map, but that's just something we'll have to deal with. Let's get another storehouse over there. These trees are particularly, I think they've got quite a lot of wood in them, the baobab trees. Baobab? I can't remember what they're called exactly, but they've got pretty high amounts of wood in them, so we don't need to worry too much about that. I did lose my cavalry scouts. Never mind, just have to live with that, I suppose. Let's get some more, we're going to need some metal miners. Metal is going to be very important as we come into this stage of the game. We need to start focusing on our unit upgrades. Probably get the mining upgrades now, that would be nice. Probably carrying capacity, that would help too. Yep, so we're getting all our upgrades in. Need to keep training units, make sure we keep getting those units into the field, ready to fight off any more Romans that come to invade India. The Romans must have done really well to start invading India, not going to lie, historically. That's pretty impressive. Right, well, they're sending another cavalry raid. Oh, I hope I have enough spearmen out front here. It looks like I do. So, they are bringing more units though, so let's get our archers to come join in. Oh, Rome is relentless. Okay, right, I'm not best pleased with this. Oh wow, they actually have quite a lot of men. Right, let's pull back. Let's, okay, you guys can be a sacrifice force. I don't want to lose all of my men as we pull back. Right, let's see if we can't fight them off. Let's get a few more units coming out. Let's grab archery tradition as well. I like that upgrade. It's really nice to make my archers a bit more effective. Wow, so Rome is committing a lot of their economy to these early attacks. If we can beat them off though, then we are going to be in a pretty secure position. Let's get a marketplace up so we can start trading some of this excess food. Now, I probably don't need those many more houses because we are going to be losing units in these fights. In fact, I think I've lost nearly all my spearmen, so I would like to go get a few more spearmen primarily. Right, okay. Yep, seem to be doing alright. Getting our archer upgrade. Right, let's get some more spears. Yeah, okay, we more or less we've fought the Romans off. Yeah, that's the last Roman. There's no Belisarius here. He's been slain on the field of combat. Let's get some more men over to this wood line here. See if we can diversify our resource gathering a little bit. Okay, we got the market finished. That's great. Let's cut some wood. Okay. Let's trade some food for some wood. Make sure we get our... and we'll buy some metal as well. I think we will be able to get... okay, so we've got a few spearmen over here that aren't doing anything currently. Let's get an elephant stables. I would love an elephant stables. We get some of those Indian war elephants. Very powerful units. Do love the war elephants. It's another reason I like the Seleucids so much. They get pretty awesome war elephants. Let's get you guys also building that. I'd like to get that done nice and quickly. In fact, let's get some more spears, mining. We've got plenty of spears on recruitment over here. Probably get them over there. Let's grab these 5 women and put them to build another farm. Food may become an issue if we start ignoring it. In fact, I've got 6 women over here that currently aren't doing anything, so let's bring them back to the town centre. Can we get you to build a farm there? We'll have one of these women just go mine. In fact, we'll get 2 of them to go mine. That way we can just have a solid sort of resource boost to all of our men working there. Let's get some more spears. Oh, it looks like Rome's actually expanded. They've built an expansion here. So we're going to have to focus on bringing that down. The AI is a lot more aggressive than I remember, which is really nice to see. It's nice to see that the... Oh, here we go. Let's knock that down. Oh, screw you, bro. You ain't going to build more town centres. No, I'm not having any of that. Right, okay, let's pull our men back. They're probably looking at expanding over this way. I've got some Japanese that are trying to pick my archers off. Right, let's make sure my spearmen deal with this X-Ways over here. Right, we're going to need some more men on this side, I think. So let's bring these woodcutters in there. So just drop our resources off and pull them over here. Get a couple more archers, a couple more spearmen. Over here we need a couple more spearmen and archers just to gather resources for us. Don't really need elephant archers. I'm not a big fan of the elephant archers, so we'll ignore getting them. But I would like to age up so that we can properly... let's build a temple. That'll help us age up. Aging up is reliant on buildings. You do need certain buildings to be able to... I think I was training women there. Bit of a mistake. I didn't want to train women there. Right, let's make sure we're training some more spearmen and archers to protect this side. Oh, apparently we advanced quite far into the Roman lands, or at least my spearmen did. Okay, let's deal with this cavalry. Actually, you know what? I think now's the time for us to go on a bit of a counter-offensive. Because our archers, as you can see, are pretty damn long range. So we should be able to pick off their units at a very comfortable range. Let's make sure we're training some spears over this way. Right. So once we get to the next age, I'll get to showcase a few more mechanics. Right now, it's a bit messy. I wasn't expecting Rome to be quite this aggressive. So, as I said, I am impressed by that though, because it's not often the AI act that aggressively, at least in the previous versions. So it is nice to see them get a couple more improvements to their offensive capabilities. My archers might be a little bit too far forward there. Not much to do about that though. Wow, Rome is really giving it their all. Okay, let's pull them back. Right, this might become problematic. Can we, Right, we might have to bring the miners in as well. Let's get that armory up so we can age up. We might have to train some elephant archers just to bolster the defences on this side. Right. Wow. Okay, Rome is really pushing into us. Wow, I was not expecting this. Yeah, although another thing, again, they do get 60% more resources, so that's probably contributing at least somewhat to it. Let's get some more elephants out here. More spearmen. Right, bring that elephant over there. Oh, no, you can carry on mining. Right, we are going to need to make sure we're still getting wood. Before I lose my marketplace, I'll actually trade for some wood, because at least food we can get plenty of fairly easily. Let's get that built up. Make sure we finish building that up, and then we'll have to go push the Romans out of our country. Right. Do we have the resources to age up? Does look like we can. Right, let's get those 5 archers to pop out there. I hope we don't... I hope our farm's been attacked. That would be rather unfortunate if they were. Looks like they might have been. Do we not have any farmers on these farms anymore? Wow. Okay. Wow. Rome really pulling all the strings to attack us. I was not expecting this. Really, I really wasn't. Like, it's a massive surprise to me. At least they're not knocking my houses down as they push up into our land, which is a good thing. I wouldn't like to lose my houses as well. That would be awful. Okay, right. Well, our massive archers seems to be doing a solid job at finishing off this Roman incursion. Right, let's recapture all of our buildings if possible. Right, I want the elephants to come up here and just start Oh no, Rome's actually knocking the buildings down. Wow, okay. Yeah, they don't want us to have those houses back. Right, we'll have to build some more. Okay, well, we're in the city phase now, so we can start training more elite units, and by elite units, I mean war elephants. That is what I would like to get right now, is some war elephants. So let's, ooh, I don't really feel like trading. Let's trade some stone. Let's grab, oh, we still don't have enough metal for one of those. That is unfortunate. Right, can we pick off some of their women? Yeah, it looks like we can. Right, let's come back. Right, we've got all those houses built up again. Got 5 more women over here. Let's get 5 more to go on that farm. Okay. Let's get some more workers over this side. I would like these men to be on this flank, just ready to defend our lands. Because Rome did build that forward expansion, which is kind of worrying. I hope they don't eat all of my resources near me. Damn. Yeah, like I said, very impressed. Very impressed. I think we can recover though, for sure. Wasn't too bad. At the end of the day, not too bad. We do need more metal to get war elephants rolling, which of course we do want. Worker elephant can stay over there. In fact, I would like to train another worker elephant and put him over here. So let's make sure we do that. Right, Rome is still sending more and more units. Wow, okay. So, being on the attack, this is probably something I should mention, being on the attack is advantageous, obviously. With most other RTSs, you generally want to be on the offense and the defense. As long as you have a strong enough economy to support your offense. If you can support your losses that you're gaining by, well, being on the attack, then it's not really a problem. I can't see Rome's economy right now, so I don't know how strong it is. Hopefully they have taken quite some casualties doing this, and thus their attack will start to falter. Now I'm going to start building some actual war elephants. Right, let's get rid of those cavalry that just came in there. I would like these spearmen to come back and build us maybe a couple of defense towers would be a better idea actually. Normally I don't like to build defense towers. They don't feel like a waste so much as they are just. Again, I like to be on the attack. Offense is generally favourable. Right, there we go. Got rid of those. Can we get rid of these Velite as well? Yep. Okay. Right, let's pull back a bit more. We've got our first war elephant out, which is great. I wouldn't mind getting a couple more. See if we can't just buy a little bit more metal. We've got a worker over here. Let's get a couple more houses and get our helpful elephant to build those. Those elephants are super helpful. Right, we can get the steelworking upgrade for our swordsman, but I'm not too bothered about that. Can we quickly pick off this Velite? That'd be great. Alright, okay, got rid of him. Probably shouldn't be focusing too much on one Velite, but that's fine. Absolutely fine. Yeah, I think we're more or less stabilised. Actually, I'm going to keep this guy building houses. We need to really recoup from our early housing losses. One of the things that you probably noticed was that the houses actually swapped who owned them. Capturing buildings is a thing in 0AD. You have two different sort of... Oh, another attack on this side. It's rather distressing. So there's two different HP bars in the building. There's your standard hit points that get reduced as a building takes damage, and then the building's loyalty. Siege weapons also have loyalty, and if a building's loyalty is reduced to 0, it swaps to the other player that captured it, and that also affects team games as well. So, okay, let's just keep building up this attack force. In fact, I think I'm going to move my main war elephants in there, because those war elephants are champion units. Right, let's bring the rest of the soldiers in, see if we can't capture that. Alright, let's get rid of these few Velitae that are rummaging around my lands. I prefer if they weren't doing that, but never mind. Yeah, we should be able to remove this expansion from the game, which would be great. War elephants are really gonna do a number on that. Yeah, let's just knock that down. I don't even want to capture that. Let's just knock it down. Put my men back to aggressive. Time to go on the attack. Get rid of the Romans. Let's get one of our war. That marketplace will become neutral because as the town centre was destroyed, all of the buildings Rome built in this area will now become neutral because there's no zone of control over them. There's no influence being exerted on them. So yeah, we don't have to worry about the Romans coming back from that direction anytime soon. However, we are going to need to keep advancing. We need to attack Rome at its core, so that we can really show them the error of their ways for engaging our armies in the first place. So killing our people, our peaceful people, attacking our helpful elephants. That's a really mean thing to do. I really do not appreciate Rome and its imperialist expansion policies. So let's just de-expand Rome. Rome needs some deflating. Let's just deflate Rome a little bit. They've got this tiny little sentry tower. Let's just send an elephant down. Alright, let's just make sure we got our elephants attacking all of their houses. Let's house Rome instead. Rome had fun housing us. Let's house them. Let's see if they like it as much as we did. Alright. You can smash that, and that. Oh, you, Mr. Elephant, can smash that, and that. You, Mr. Elephant, smash that, and start smashing their fields. Yeah, that's what you get, Rome. Alright, so looks like we've got victory more or less in the bag. Haven't been training units. Still managed to house myself. Yep. Good stuff there. As always, proving how absolutely on top of this game that I am. Yeah, as I said, I'm a bit rusty, and also this map is a bit low on wood. Yeah, I should be able to compensate for that, really. My bad. Always sells food. Always infinite food, so there's no issues there. Right, let's just smash down these last few houses. And then smash down Rome's town centre. Let's go get rid of that blacksmith as well. Yeah, once we get rid of Rome's town centre, we've only got one more to destroy, and then it will pretty much be victory. No serious issues here. This game was, again, I wasn't expecting Rome to be so aggressive. So if you are looking for, I think the different AIs have different playstyles as well. So even though Rome is quite aggressive, the Iberians, for example, might be a lot more defensive because their actual gameplay, the Iberian gameplay, is a lot more defensive. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'm not going to be playing too many AI games. It doesn't interest me that much. I would much rather get straight back into multiplayer. But just to show off, what the AI is like, it's by no means a pushover. If you're slow or you fold easily, then they will give you a run for your money. They will do that certainly. And I am enjoying the fact that they are a lot more aggressive than they used to be, so that is quite nice as well. Let's get our super helpful elephant to build those houses for us. Yeah, we can probably build a couple over here as well. And go there. Let's get some, can't really get any upgrades. My economy's been pretty weak this game, but yeah, it's mostly because lack of wood. Wood is really important. As your basic citizen soldiers require wood and food. There's no unit that costs just one type of resource. Even the cavalry are mixed resources. It's only the women villages that only cost food, and it can be a bit tempting just to build women villages because of the food cost. But at the end of the day, they are less efficient at gathering certain types of resources, so it's not really a great idea. Let's see if I'll just knock this down. Is that victory? No, it's Rome got a few more buildings. A few more. Probably a few more villages as well running around the map. This should be more or less game over then. Maybe they're trying to rebuild one of their town centres. Ah, yes, they are. Someone's trying to build a town centre there. Right, let's put my men on defensive and just stick them over here. I want to see what Romans show up to. Let's get some cavalry to go around the map and just find out where the last Romans are. Let's find out where Belisarius is. Right. Oh, there we go. You have one. Yep, no more Romans. Goodbye, Rome. Get out of India, please. So yeah, a bit of a messy game. Sorry about that. But hopefully I've showcased some of the mechanics of 0 AD to you all. The main ones being your standard citizens can work as well as fight. Very important for the diversity in the economy and in the warfare. I didn't get to showcase any heroes or champion units, but I will go over them in my other videos. I mean, technically the war elephants are champion units. As you saw, they were very, very good at tearing buildings down, so and they're pretty beefy as well. But yeah, I will be going over every single civilization in a more of a strategy kind of gameplay guide. I may do some build orders with them, but probably not. But yeah, so let's have a look at the score page. It was pretty good overall. Yeah, I'd say not too bad. Again, I was not expecting to any developers that watch this video. Well done, you have made your AI a lot better than it was beforehand. A lot better. I actually wasn't expecting it to be quite so aggressive, and actually managed to take some of my buildings pretty good. Just doing a quick little score sheet for you guys, so you can just see how that went. It's quite funny if you look at resources. They had 60% I suppose because they were so aggressive, that their actual amount of resources they gathered wasn't quite that high, because they were committing so many units to combat. Yeah, I didn't send any tributes. Loot, yeah, got quite a lot of loot as well. Yeah. Right. Hopefully that was a fun little demonstration for you all. As you can see, it is more or less a standard RTS, but there are some real niche changes that make it absolutely spectacular. Graphically, if you find Age of Empires a bit hard on the eye, hopefully that changed your mind, because 0 AD is a pretty good looking game as far as graphics are concerned. And overall, there's such a huge variety in maps, and all the teams have different play styles. It's very differentiated between there's a lot of variety between the different cultures. The multiplayer community, from my past experience in Alpha 21, really great, very friendly. Got loads of team games going. Yeah, and they even, if you're not sure if you want to play yet, observation mode is a thing. You can observe people playing games. A lot of people do leave observer slots open when they play games, so you're quite happy to jump into those. Give it a look. Honestly, I highly recommend anyone watching this video, if you've never played 0 AD, or you've played RTS games in the past and you've put them down because you haven't seen any that really strike your eye. Hopefully 0 AD changes your mind, because it is a fantastic addition to the RTS genre. It really is. There are a lot of things that need to be worked out in it, a lot of bugs and stuff, but they do have a pretty active development community. So yeah, I really do recommend you give this a bash. As far as next episode, I will be, let me just quickly go back into the matches for you. I'll be setting the AI to sandbox, that way they won't attack me, and I can just basically do a showcase of all the different civilizations. My next episode will be showing off the Athenians. We will just go down the list, starting with the Athenians. And I will be doing an overview of their roster, so their different unit types, a discussion on their heroes and their different bonuses, just like Age of Empires, different civilizations have different bonuses. So in Age of Empires, Age of Conquerors, you get like the Mongols get faster hunt, the Mayans get like free tower upgrades, things like that. Bonuses like that do exist in 0 AD as well. I will be posting a link with these videos, the civilization overview videos, to the Wikia page, which discusses these different bonuses and some of the different aspects of the team. I'll also try and talk about some of the strategies you might implement with that team when you're in a game. They do have, as I said, a lot of different play styles. Really does depend on the team. You can't just apply. There's no standard. There is a standard build order, but it's more about population cap then, rather than an actual style of play. So if you like booming, it depends on which team you're playing. They all boom differently. If you like rush strategies, they all have different rush strategies. You really have to know the team to be able to really try and get a proper game down with that team. You have to try them quite a few times. As I said, I play random, so I've had a pretty good test of every single team. Not perfect with them by any stretch of the imagination, but I have a pretty good idea how to play all of them. So I will be doing a variety overview of all the different teams, starting with the Athenians. I hope all you guys enjoyed this little test here, and I will see you all in the next episode. It's been me, Chaff Commander Coffee. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.